Let me show you a picture of this gentleman. This guy's name, this beaming smile. This is Mark Carter. Mark Carter grew up, about 6 to 8 miles southeast of here, right around Fair Park. Mark went into the juvie system at 9. He didn't get out of that system until he was 48 years old. He lived literally over half of his life physically behind bars. He's been out for the last 4 years. When he was in jail, he determined he wasn't going to die in jail. And so he started to get his life in order and eventually, by God's kindness, found new life in Christ. He got shot in the jaw when he was a kid, got shot in the gut when he was 15. He's got abdominal issues to this day that if you looked at the front of his body, we need to help him. But you never hear him complain about a single solitary thing. He lives down at Bonton Farms in South Dallas, and he farms during the day, and at night, he's got a job. He is the first member of Watermark South Dallas. Watermark South Dallas is something that we haven't had a chance to tell you guys about yet, but let me just tell you, by the grace of God, I'm going to start to roll some video behind me. We had planned to tell you about it this weekend anyway, but some news outlets felt like they wanted to force the story into some papers and into some news channels and try and create a problem where there is no problem. Because there's never a problem where light moves, where there is some level of darkness, and there is some level of darkness everywhere in this world. Lord knows there's levels of darkness in North Dallas, and we need more of Jesus' church in North Dallas. And we know that in a place where there's a 37% poverty rate, where there's a median household income that's right at or below the poverty line, where 90% of the families who live in this area are single-parent families, where there's a 17% unemployment rate, where 90% of the kids down there are on some free lunch, where it's the highest imprisonment rate in all of Dallas, it could use more light. And I'm so grateful for the folks that have been down that part of the city for already years trying to bring light, and we're just coming alongside of them. We have been doing everything we can as members of this city to serve down there. We have members that started a school for kids that washed out of a normal school system. We've got friends that have a business down there that actually is doing the renovation work at Pearl C. Anderson, which is the picture of the property right there behind me, that a number of weeks ago or months ago, when the word came to us that there was a public auction, we participated in it, and for $211,000, we bought 9 acres and 190,000 square feet. And we believe that what we should do is begin to move some of our leadership and some of our love down there to join other lovers of Jesus and other leadership down there, to partner alongside the ministries that we've already been fully vested in and working in. Mark, who I showed you before, used to cause terror in that city, now literally stops people as they're breaking in to do damage to that facility and says, hey, let me just stop you for a second. Let me tell you who I am. I grew up here, all right? And I used to be a guy that caused a lot of pain. You don't want to do this. You don't want to spend your life where I spent my life. He ministers to them, and he loves them, and he says, we're trying to make a place here that will love you right where you're at. I want you to come back, but not go in there right now and do what you think you need to do. Trust me. When Jesus shows up, okay, goodness and kindness shows up. There's going to be more information coming to you about South Dallas. If you want to know more about it, there's a website, you can go to, which watermark.org/South Dallas. And there's going to be lots of opportunities for those who are rich in this present life to be rich in good works. And we're going to have to do a lot of work. That 190,000 square feet, I think you saw the condition that it's in. We're already working to do our first steps so that we can start to use that facility to gather and disciple and love and serve that community. And it's going to be surrounded with a lot of other things that are real exciting. And part of the reason we haven't mentioned the things to you yet is because we're meeting with leaders who have lived there for a long time saying, hey, what would you do? How would you encourage us to use this? How can we use this potentially together for the glory of Christ? And so we're going to get a chance to go to work, church. We love our city, not just the little part of it that we live in. And so brace yourself. It's going to be amazing.